So, well, viewers, in every day of Good Morning episode, we bring a surprise for you. And today also, I'm joined by a surprise. And not to waste any more time, I'll just straight away tell you that we have a guest with us. He's a singer, he's a music journalist and whatnot. So, he is none other than Ashiqur Rahman. Yes, so we'll go straight away to Ashiqur. Yes, Ashiqur,
Hi.
welcome to
Hi.
Good Morning Northeast.
Good morning.
So we'll talk about many things about your journey, and as you are with your guitar, so we can make out, and our viewers of Good Morning Northeast will have already make out that you are a singer. So first we'll start with the song, or you want to say something to our viewers first?
Basically, good morning everyone. I'm from a quaint little town called Mangalday. And I moved to Guwahati in '98, and I've been here since then. I've learned, everything here. I've seen the city. I have learned. I've watched. I have listened. I have, experienced everything here. And this city has taught me everything that I know. And it's been a great experience, musically, life-wise, everything.
Okay, the city has taught you many things, Ashiqur.
Yeah, sure.
We will talk about what the city has taught you. So we'll start the day with a beautiful song.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so go ahead.
This is from my first debut album, Idlewind.
Okay.
This is
I have a copy. I like to tell my my viewers that I have a copy of his latest album, his debut album. We'll talk about his album, but first of all, let's listen one song from this beautiful album.
Yeah, this one's called Summer Rain. This is the first song in the album, and this is basically about longing that we have for a person or anything, for a day or something like that. And this was probably the first song that I wrote for the album. So it goes something like this.
Right.
All of my days finding you, my lover, I've been away. Oh, and you wait. Winter cold calling, the passion you crave. I carry your summer in a little heartbeat. And when you cry, waiting for sunshine, and you missed your summer rain, I'll pour it for you with my heart and my hands. We'll have a summer too. Riding on a star, the trails yonder, with a heavy heart, you think and wonder. We're not far, there where you are, waiting for the rain, the roof of your car. And when you cry, haven't seen the light, and you missed your summer rain, I'll pour it for you with my heart and my hands. We'll have a summer too. And you missed your summer rain, I'll pour it for you with my heart and my hands. We'll have a summer too.
It's really a soothing song, and this is your first song of your new album, Idlewind.
Yeah, this is the first song, and this is probably the first song that I wrote. The album has been a process of 10 years, in the making. I started writing songs way back in my college days, and those songs developed. I learned, I listened, I learned, I watched, I saw things, you know, and gradually I nurtured those songs, you know.
Do you do a lot of research while writing songs or
I have
penning
to.
down the lyrics?
Yeah.
So it took a lot, and finally the song is out. And
Yeah.
so what kind of response you're getting?
So far, it's been good. You know, I have a team backing me up in the UK, Essex actually. They're called FR Records International. They're basically doing the marketing, and they're helping me out with the album in whatever way they can. So basically I have got a good response so far. Being an independent musician, it's a very tough job to, you know, do an album without anyone's backing or something like that. Financially also I had to struggle a lot, you know, but then again you have people, you have things that go with you, you know, and that's what helps you. And finally the album saw the day of the light, you know.
So how did music happen to you? How did you come to music? We have like known about it that you were a good follower of your elder brother. You used to see him like singing songs of Scorpion and metal.
Actually, when I was a kid, you know, back in Mangalore actually, there used to be cassettes and tapes back then. And my brother, my elder brother, used to. We have a difference of 9 years between us. He's a doctor. He used to play the records of MLTR, Scorpion, and all those bands. You know, Lucky Ali. And I used to listen to that. I may not have understood at that point of time, but I liked it. You know,
something clicked.
Something clicked. Being a kid, you would rather watch cartoons and all those things. But I was more in the music from there on. I didn't take it seriously maybe till school days were over, but once I got into college and I performed with a few classmates of mine in college, and I started to think about it, you know, that maybe this I can do. I love it and I can do that.
You gave a serious thought, like I should go for it.
I should, and in 2008, 2007, 2008, I amongst all the bands that I listen to, amongst all the artists that I listen to, there have been various inspirations. I came across a singer called Damien Rice, and Damien Rice has been probably one of the biggest inspirations for me. You know, his album O has been one of the biggest inspirations. His songwriting, everything that he does, he's a very simple man, and I tried to follow him, and that's how I got so much inspiration and how it came.
We'll also talk about your inspiration, how O inspired you. But before that, we'll listen to another song.
Sure.
Okay.
This one's a song called So Long. From the album. This basically talks about how we meet someone, you know, and after that your life may not be the same, you know, and this talks about the two phases of those life, the one phase before meeting that person and the one phase after meeting that person, how it is, you know. This one's called So Long.
Okay.
Saw her today, and it hurts like the rain, and all tomorrows bring, and my heart fails to sing. If I had more words to say to you, but my two worlds never change. And if I stay, I believe that my love would hurt you again. I've been away so long, so long. I've been away so long. Painted on the walls like love like a scar, and you leave for the war, then you die anyway. I've been away so long, so long. I've been away so long, so long. I've been away so long, so long.
Oh, wow. But I have just seen that the song starts with a very low note and again suddenly it goes to the high note.
Yeah.
So you decide all these things?
Yeah, basically the music that I do is spurred from a genre called indie folk, independent folk, which is not very much into the scene at the moment here. It's basically seen out of Europe, countries like Scotland, Ireland, England.
So it was a challenge for you.
Yeah, it was kind of a challenge. Means I have been infatuated by the genre. I love the genre. You know, people like Damien Rice, Iron Wine, and all those bands, and it has completely taken me over. And when I started doing the album, I nurtured the songs like that, and so it came. It's a very kind of a peaceful kind of genre, so I love it, and so it's
very important. The thing which you love, it should be like penned down, because then the things comes out very beautifully.
True.
I was going through your album and I just saw that all the songs are written, composed by you, and only one song, that is Hope You're Fine, is a collection of both, one of more songs.
Yeah, my guitar is from previous
So
band.
both of you have sung, or both of you have composed?
He composed the song. Actually, what happened was we had a band called Cocky Magpie, and we did shows here and there. And in 2015, we had a show. We did because we are into event management. We did a show called Rock to Hill, which was basically doing a rock show and collecting warm clothes for the street people,
Okay.
So in that show, I performed with my band.
It was for a cause.
Yeah, it was for a cause, and we performed together. And what my guitarist did, Rakesh, that is, so what he did was he took the videos of those songs and he put in various platforms and everything. And from there on, there were a few people inquiring about us and inquiring and one of those people was Francis. He was the CEO of the record label, that is FR Records, and he asked us if we were interested in doing an album, or if we were interested in getting managed by them. So we were happy about that, but due to many circumstances, he couldn't do it. Rakesh couldn't do it, and due to family problems and everything. So he told me to go ahead. He told me to go ahead and do a solo album with them, And I asked him to do this song because this was his creation. We composed it, but everything about the song is everything that the guitars and everything. It's a beautiful song that he does, and everything that it does is beautiful on the song.
And it was for a good cause, and the stories came up like that, and you finally composed the song, and finally
the song came up in just a day. I told him that I have some chords, a few chords, 3 chords to be exact, and I sent him the recording to him, and I told him that do something with this, whatever you can. And next day he came and he produced something that was absolutely brilliant. I told him that this has to be on my album. This has to be in my album. If you have no, problems with that, he said that it's fine. I can do that.
Right.
So he did that. Yeah.
So on that note, we'll hear another song from you, and I'll tell my viewers that he is not only a singer, but I'll talk about that surprise and talk about more what he is, and he has done a lot of things. So first of all, we'll hear a song from Ashikur. So Ashikur, go ahead.
Yeah, this one's probably one of my favorite songs of all time. This is from Damien Rice. And this song is probably the inspiration behind everything, Okay. This one's called The Blower's Daughter.
And so it is, just like you said it would be. Life goes easy on me most of the time. So it is the sort of story, no love, no glory, no hero in her sky. I can't take my eyes off you. 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 I can't take my eyes. So it is, just like you said it would be. We both forget the breeze most of the time. So it is, the colder water, the blower's daughter, the pupil in Tina. I can't take my mind off you. 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 I can't take my mind. Till I find somebody new.
Wow, I can make out like you always want to have some soft numbers around you.
Yeah,
Whichever songs you have sung, and this one also a number which is very soft and very soothing. Like you, I can see your personality to be a very calm and composed
I actually started out with rock music back in the day, rock, metal. You know, started listening to Led Zepp, Badfinger, Beatles, and all those bands. You know, started out with those. Then coming to the 90s and all those, you know, I got into alternative music in Oasis and all those bands, even pop music, Boyzone, Backstreet Boys. I used to listen to those.
Okay.
Finally, I got into indie folk, and indie folk probably changed it all for me. Yeah.
Okay. So I was telling my viewers of Good Morning Northeast that you are not only a singer, but you are a music journalist.
Yeah, true.
So how did that happen with you, and like how you came to music journalism too?
I used to go to shows. I used to go to the shows.
And you have interviewed quite of a good number of like celebrities.
Yeah, I'm fortunate enough to do that. God is good.
Go ahead.
So I used to, you know, go to shows, and during my school days, we used to have a lot of good shows around there, Summer Jam and all those shows, you know. And I used to come home and I used to write about those shows in a notepad or whatever it was. I used to write about it. I was not good, but I just used to pen
whatever you saw.
Yeah, pen it down so that I remembered it, you know, in short, in a gist. And that kind of became a passion, you know. Later on, I was like, you know, yes, I could do this, you know. I could, you know, write about jigs, and I could write about people, musicians. I could interview them. And then then a friend of mine asked me to write in his website, and I used to write there. I took quite a lot of interviews. I was the first guy to take an interview of Mr. Jason Baker in India, and so it continued from there on. And I got an offer to write for the Northeast Today as well from Shillong.
Oh.
I wrote there, and I thought of getting my own website, you know, so that I had the freedom, you know, freedom to express myself in that. And thus Any Louder came into the forefront, you know.
So
Any
this is
Louder,
the story behind
yeah,
Any Louder.
that's how Any Louder came, and I was supported a lot. I was supported a lot by a few people, you know, who have been there. I don't think I have to mention their name. They know who they are. And I was supported by a lot of musicians internationally also, like the bassist of Firehouse, Mr. Alan McKenzie, Michelangelo Beccio. They supported me in my endeavor, and it has been going good so far.
Yeah. So this website is basically for the music,
this
or
is
you also put another contents too?
Basically music at the moment. I have had a few articles about theaters and all, but that is not the prime thing, you know. But I'm, you know, I'm thinking of introducing literature as well in the website later on, but not now. You know, the website has to develop a bit more to get there, you know.
Right. And
so
it is a competitive world because many web portals are coming up, so you have to face a lot of competitions also, and you must have been facing.
Yeah, I do face a lot of competitions, but in a way, you know, if there is no competition, there is no point doing it, you know. If there is no opposition, there is no point doing it, you know. And I love it because of that. And it's not just about competition. There are good vibes, you know. There are good vibes, positive vibes. Correct. And when you do something like this, when you go into the field and you are getting good vibes from people, even if it's competition, if it's good competition, you know,
but you get to learn many things.
Yeah, I got to learn.
Criticisms you get, or whatever competitions you get.
Because of music journalism, I have to say that I got to learn about a lot of bands, a lot of musicians, which probably I wouldn't have explored. But that made me, you know, think about music in a very different sense. Means like there are music, more music than we think of, you know. I even have studied about roots music, roots of music. I have studied about African, you know, instruments.
You got into the depth of the music.
I have to, because
which you already knew, but you got to study a lot of
whatever
is again, and there are more things to learn too.
Yeah, true, and the internet helps a lot.
Yeah, right. You have also worked on a video, so tell us something about that.
The video was for the album itself, for a song called Send a Love, and I started working on the video with Aliplay. Aliplay is a group who does videos and photographs and all those things, and my good friend Priyam, asked him to do the video, conceptualize and do whatever we can. You know, we sat down. And we didn't have budget for the video, to be very honest. I mean, like I had a lot of my budget going in the studios and the album and everything. So the video had about a zero budget, you can say. And we came up with some ideas. We wanted to do a zero budget video, but that should look good. That should look standard, you know. So
you can't just do a video.
Yeah, you can't just do a video. And we started thinking about it. We worked on it. And we are very fortunate enough to have Faiza, the girl in the video, the actress, the model in the video, to help us along, you know. And the team's effort and everyone's effort finally, you know, resulted in the video coming out. Yeah.
Okay, so we heard a lot about it. I'm just very excited to watch the video, and also my viewers of Good Morning Northeast. So let's play the video and let's see.
Sure.
A man and his heart would fall apart. I know that it's you, all true and true, but you will be gone. The other wall, send her my love, send her my prayers, send her my send her my tears. Well, I live in you, beneath the skin, beneath the land, giving my love a look of the eye, hands held in white, you left for home. Turn back, I know, and here that I am, where love is. I won't cause you pain, I won't let it rain. Send her my love, send her my prayers, send her my love, send her my tears. Well, I live in you, beneath the skin, beneath the land, giving my love. Look at me now, crazy for love, a man and his heart will fall apart. Send her my love, send her my prayers, send her my love, send her my tears. Well, I live in you, beneath the skin, beneath the land, giving my love. Well, I live in you, beneath the skin, beneath the land, giving my love.
So that